earlier, my name is Ryan. I'm directing this week. You're going to see me around a lot. I'd love to get to know you. And so if you would take some time this week, if you see me walking around, be sure to come up and say hi. I'd love to get to know who you are. Here's what I would say about tonight. I believe that in this room, there are three different kind of people in this room right now. I believe that there are people who are hopeful. Like you walked into this space tonight, you got in the van or the bus or whatever it was today, and you came and you were incredibly hopeful. You were so hopeful for what God's going to do this week in you and through you and for you. You were so hopeful about what is next for you. There's a second category of people here tonight that I would call curious. You're just curious about what is next for you. You're curious about, is God real? Can God speak to me? Can God do anything in my life? And you're curious about that. And I think there's a third category. And that's the skeptical. The skeptic saying, you know what? I don't know about this thing. My parents paid for me to go, or somebody paid for me to go, and I didn't really want to go, and here I am, and this isn't really for me. Here's what I'll say to you. Hopeful, curious, skeptical. Wherever you find yourself tonight, my hope is that you'll take one step. That's all I'm asking. One step. That if you're hopeful, tonight might be a breakthrough moment that God's going to speak to you. If you're curious, tonight might be a moment where you say, God, I'm curious about this thing, and I'm going to lean in a little bit more. Or maybe you're a skeptic. And all I'm asking you tonight, if you're a skeptic, is just to do this. Uncross your arms. To just listen to what God might have for you. That's what I'm hoping for tonight. That you would take one step closer to Him. Now, here's the deal. Tonight you interacted with those 4 banners. You guys remember that? There were the 4 banners around the room, and you interacted with those. And I'm going to need some help tonight. Here's the deal. You guys right here. You two right here. Do you guys want to help me for a second? Can you do that? Can you help me? Can you bring me this first banner? This is where you're from. Get on one side of each. Okay, and bring it on up the stage. I had a chance earlier to interact with these banners a little bit, see these banners a little bit. I got to know, who is the person from Seattle, Washington? Who put the sticker on Seattle, Washington? Where's that person at? You put a sticker there so I know you're here. Where is the person that put a sticker on Seattle, Washington? Come on. Yeah, I can't see you. The lights are too bright, so you're going to have to stand up. Where are you at? Somebody did it. Somebody did it. Somebody did. Or somebody lied because... as far as I know, that's Seattle. You can sit right there, guys. That's good. Right there. Thank you. Somebody put one right here. Who's that? Who did that? Who is that? You're not gonna fess up. All right. So, okay, let's play with this way. We've got somebody from Wisconsin. Who's from Wisconsin? Yeah, she's from Wisconsin, right? I can't really see through the eyes. Yeah, she's from Wisconsin. She's excited about that. Who is way up here in Minneapolis? Who's that person? Or Minnesota, not Minneapolis. That's you? That's you right there? Cool. We see a lot right here. There's a lot right here. How many of you are from Iowa? Anybody from Iowa? Okay. How many of you are from Missouri? Illinois? Kansas? Nebraska? Oklahoma? There's a whole lot more dots than the noise I heard. Texas. We got some people from Texas here. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and call it now. I don't know what the distance was from the Texas church that's here and the church that's up in Indiana. I don't know what the distance is. I know Indiana was 9 hours. How long was the church from Texas? How many hours was it to get here from Texas? 7? All right, 7. I see a 10. Is that really a 10 back there? Did it really take you 10 hours to get here this week? 8? Took you 8? Okay, here's what I need. I need one person that it took 10 hours to come up on stage right now. Okay, one person to come up on stage. Can I get you? I'm sorry. I need you guys back up here. Come here. You two are back up here. You're my stage hands tonight. Don't you love this? I need this one off, and I need a new one on. So send somebody from that church that came 10 hours. I need one of you brought up, okay? And can I grab you two? You two, yeah. I'm just going to use you guys. Can you grab the next one and bring the next one up? Look at us. What's your name, man? Joey. Joey? Joey. Joey and I have the same haircut. Can you tell? Joey and I have the exact same haircut, and I'm so excited about Joey's haircut. All right, so this one coming up right now is which prayer would best align with you right now? Which prayer would best align with you right now? Okay, you guys can stay here for a second. I'm gonna have you guys go back to. We're just gonna keep them coming. Okay, which prayer? Can I just say this? Whoever this is, God or Jesus, I'm not really sure what I think. Would anybody just be so bold to say that's me tonight? Thank you. For real, thank you. I'm so glad that describes you and that you're here. I'm so glad you're here tonight. I saw a hand right here. Would you mind coming up? Whoever that was that put your hand up, do you mind coming up? Cool. You guys can take that one off. Let's bring the next one on. Joey, my guy with the same haircut as me, bring the next one on. If you weren't sure, me and Joey do not have the same haircut, okay? Some of you are like, does he know? I know that I have baldness. Okay, the next one, you guys can come on up. We'll get to know you here in a minute. You want to look at the collage while we're waiting on the next one to come up? Go see how beautiful the collage is. Here comes the next one. The next one is this one. Which word stands out to you the most in our theme passage this week? Which word, we've done a couple different ways since we've put the sticker on. You guys are awesome. Joey, thank you so much. What's your name? Addison. Thank you, Addison. Okay. You guys can stay here. Stay here, Addison and Joey. If I could do this, I would have put a dot right here on the I. And I'm not saying you're wrong if you didn't do that. That's just what I would have done. Like, I have been crucified with Christ. That's where I would have put the dot. Would anybody, who put the I? Anybody put the I? You? Come on up. Okay, we can get rid of that one. The last one, I'm not even going to bring the last one up. In fact, we'll leave you guys take this one off, Joey, and let's do the last one. And I'm not even going to bring it up. In fact, I'm just going to leave it down there because you guys have all seen it. And here's what I want to do. Who is one person who put a dot next to, all I want to do is get on stage this week. Like, that's a goal. I just want to get up here. It's like Disneyland. We're making dreams come true right now. All right, so these are my four here. Come on up. Are you guys excited to be on stage? Sure. Are you excited to be here? Excellent. What's your name? Jerome. Jerome, where are you from?
Iowa.
Jerome is from Iowa. Where at in Iowa, Jerome? Carroll, Iowa is where Jerome is from. What grade are you in, Jerome?
I'm going to be a senior.
Gonna be a senior. All right, Jerome. Excellent. Good to have you here, man. Good to have you. What's your name? Brandon, where are you from?
Texas.
Brandon's from Texas. So it was 10 hours to get here today?
It was actually 8.
They lied to us. It was actually 8. Who was doing the math back there that said 10?
I don't know.
Call him out.
Patina.
Shh. Did you say patina? Patina. I was going to mess that up if I didn't get a clarification. Patina, I can't believe you are terrible. I'm also terrible at math, so we can hang out and do long division together. I always have remainder 7 all the time, okay? All right. What's your name? Audrey, where are you from, Audrey?
Iowa.
Where at in Iowa?
Glenwood.
Glenwood, Iowa? Is that what you said? I live near Glenwood, Iowa. Do you know that? I live real close to Glenwood, Iowa. Just over a little bridge right there. I live in Omaha, Nebraska. Look at that. What's your name, bud?
Joseph.
Here's the deal. Joseph, where are you from?
Vandalia.
Okay. Vandalia, Missouri. And Joseph, all you wanted this week was to get on stage.
Yeah.
So we got you on stage. Are you just going home now? You're not going home. I love it, Joseph. Would you do me a favor? Would you put those shades down? Yeah. Look out there. Our boy Joseph. Now here's the deal, guys. I want to do a little experiment tonight. You guys cool with an experiment? you don't look, I guess. This is weird. Smooth. Guys, I'm so sorry. Okay. That was not the experiment. Okay. $10? Okay. Here's what can I touch your, I'm kidding. We're not going to do the touching hair thing anymore. All right. So here's what we want to do. The theme this year is called Nevertheless. And the idea behind Nevertheless is when you take a couple things and you put them together, like they maybe don't work together until you put them together. Maybe they do work together. Like, nevertheless, it works. And it's a word that maybe you hadn't heard before, but when you pay attention to it, you hear it over and over and over again. So I want to do an experiment where we take two things that are okay by themselves and you put them together and they become so much better. Nevertheless, they become better. You guys want to try something with me? You guys want to try it? look a little bit unsure, okay? Do you want to try it? We're going to do some food experiments tonight. You guys want to try them? Come on over. So I've got some friends back here who are going to bring out some experiments for us. And the first experiment we're going to try tonight, you guys can, if at any point you want to opt out, okay, you can bring up somebody else for you, okay, if at any point you want to opt out. The first one, I'm going to ask my friends back here to bring out for us Oreos. How many of you guys like Oreos? I love me Oreos. It's Oreos. It's double stuffed Oreos, okay? So I went ahead and did double stuffed Oreos. And you guys like mustard?
Nope.
None of you like mustard? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're all doing it. It's not I think you should do it. We're all doing it, myself included, all right? So we're going to take double stuffed Oreos, and we're going to take mustard, and we're going to enjoy double stuffed mustard Oreos. You guys good with that?
I get to vote myself out.
No, you don't. Do you want out? Are you out right now? You're out of this completely?
I'll get someone else to come.
Go, call him up. Here we go. He's out. All right, hurry up. You guys want to try this? Okay, come here. All right, here we go. All right, here's your Oreo. Hold it. Here's your Oreo. Hold it. Here's your Oreo. Hold it. Here's my Oreo. I'll hold it. We got somebody coming up. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Can I mustard your Oreo? Sure. That is a statement I've never said in my life, ever in my life, and I apologize, my guy. Here's your Oreo. What's your name, my guy?
Andrew.
Andrew. You're rocking pajama pants right now, Andrew. Yeah. It is nighttime up in Andrew's house. All right, so here we go. Some Packer pajama pants. All right, I mustard your Oreo. We're gonna eat it together. Dude, you're pumped. You're pumped about this. Okay, here you go. All right. Oh, you're going inside the double stuff. It's a real bad thing. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. It is real. You want more mustard? No. I'm worried about my guy. Here's the deal. I hate mustard. I hate mustard. And my favorite thing in the entire world is double stuffed Oreos. So this is about to ruin it for me. But I've heard this is a good, you're nervous. You're so nervous. Are you okay? You gonna make it? Okay. On the count of 3, we're going straight in, double stuffed Oreo and mustard. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Okay, I need to know. What'd you think? Let's turn around so they can see you. That's different. What you got, man? Yeah! What'd you think?
That actually tasted really good.
What do you got?
It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Not as bad as she thought it would be? What do you got?
It was grapes.
He says great. What about you?
I thought it would be worse.
You thought it would be worse. All right. It wasn't terrible. Let's bring the second thing out. Here's the thing. The second thing is pickles and peanut butter. You are pumped. You're pumped about this. Pickles and peanut butter. All right. Everybody grab your pickle. Let's get the peanut butter open. You hate pickles? I'm so sorry, my guy. All right. Here we go. Everybody, we're just dipping in and going. Okay, here we go. On the count of 3, dip in. Oh, we gotta work to get our peanut butter. Okay, here we go. This is interesting. It's all over my fingers, guys.
I didn't get any of my pickles.
You didn't get any on your pickle? No. You guys are getting peanut butter all over my table. All right, here we go. On the count of 3, 1. You got some? Come on, man.
None.
Just grab that with your hand and throw it on there. Good. You are struggling. All right, here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Did you eat the whole bagel? Okay. How was it?
Really good.
All right. What about you?
It was kind of like pickles and chocolate.
It was like pickles and chocolate? Okay.
It wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad?
Right.
It was great. What food is not great for you? Pajama pants? Onions. All right, we'll bring out the next thing. It's onions.
Onions raw.
All right. Okay, let's bring out the next one. The next one I actually am kind of excited about. Are you still eating? Like, did you not get dinner?
I ate dinner.
All right. This is all over my table. The next one is Chips Ahoy and orange juice. Chips Ahoy and orange juice.
Wait, separately?
No, we dip. We're dunking. We're dunking. Ian,
Chocolate chip cookie?
Ian, can you do me a favor? I'm gonna need a napkin. The peanut butter is all over the microphone and my hands and the table. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm trying to keep the microphone. The microphone has peanut butter everywhere, guys, and I apologize to the tech team. All right, here we go. We're gonna pour some orange juice and then we're gonna dip. Thank you, man. You're just serving everybody. Don't get it on my iPad though, okay?
I'm trying not to.
Okay, that's plenty of orange juice, man.
I'm gonna drink it afterwards.
You're gonna drink it afterwards? That's plenty. All right, you were just a servant-hearted man. We're super. That's all over my iPad. He's just dripping stuff, guys. I like you.
Would you care for some orange juice?
I would care for some orange juice. Thank you. That's plenty. All right, here we go. Let's get our chocolate chip ahoy with peanut butter all over it now. All right, we're dipping on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Dip if you can get it in there, and take a bite. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Guys, what did you think?
Really good.
That-
Delicious.
Hang on. That is an Orange Julius, and I'm not even kidding.
It's great.
He does great. I'm worried.
It was good.
It was good? What did you think?
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good. Here's the deal. Did you guys, have you guys ever had an Orange Julius? No? Oh, my goodness, guys, where do you live? Here's the deal. That tasted like an Orange Julius. Here's the last one. Joseph, you're my guy, Joseph. Chug it. Yeah, get that one too.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? I can't tell. Not one bit could I tell that you were hungry, Joseph. Who's Joseph's leader? Where's Joseph's leader at? Joseph's leader needs to get him some Sonic or something later. All right, last one. Last one. This is the one, guys, I'm most excited about. Flamin' Hot Cheetos and sour cream. Flamin' Hot, or cream cheese, not sour cream. Cream cheese. Cream cheese. Ian took care of me. Ian, thank you. Hey, would you guys do me a favor while we're getting that ready to go? Would you guys thank Ian for all of his hard work and everything he does? Okay. You hate both? We found something you aren't going to eat.
I'm gonna eat it.
You are going to eat it. Absolutely.
I never back down from a challenge.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, here we go. Going Flamin' Hot Cheeto into cream cheese. Guys, this is the one I'm most excited about. I'm most excited about. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, in. You got cream cheese on me, man. Okay. Joseph, dude. All right, so here's the deal. What'd you think of that one? What did you think of that one?
Great.
It was great. Okay. Gordon Ramsay over here. After everything, literally didn't change a single response to all of them. Every one of them were great. Where do you eat by chance? What's your favorite place to eat?
Culver's.
Culver's. It's great. It's great. All right, what do you think?
I thought it was gonna be horrible, but it's pretty good.
Okay, what about you?
What's
No,
my favorite?
wasn't for you. Wasn't for you. Joseph.
It actually made me like spicy things. It was actually really good.
Okay, I gotta know. So, Joseph, which one was your favorite? Here, turn here. There you go. These guys can't see. They're getting a side profile of Joseph, and Joseph's my guy. So, Joseph, Joseph is that guy. What was your favorite of them all?
It was definitely the orange juice and the chocolate chip cookie.
Okay. All right, Joseph, you can go grab a seat. Thank you for serving with us. All right, I gotta know, because here's the thing. Everything it's great. So I'm super curious which was the most, it's great.
This last one.
The last one.
Yes.
The last one.
Loved the
All right.
Cheetos, yeah.
He loved the Cheetos and the cream cheese. All right. Thank you for coming up. Thanks for
thank you.
Thanks for serving up for that guy that left us all high and dry. Which one was your favorite?
I like the pickles.
The pickles and peanut butter.
Yup.
Did you? Hang on. He said, I like the pickles and the peanut butter. You had no peanut butter on your pickle.
Yes, I did.
No.
Yes, I did.
Okay. So
Yes, I did.
So you're telling me you just like pickles.
What? I had peanut butter
I'm
on
kidding.
my
I'm kidding. So you like that one? Okay, that's good. Thanks for serving with us, man.
Yup.
All right. I gotta know. They gotta see your face. You keep turning this way because you don't want them to see your face. Which one was your favorite?
The pickles and peanut butter.
The pickles and peanut butter. Okay, so we had two. Man, you didn't like that? Guys, here's the deal. You can go grab a seat. Thank you for serving with. Here's the deal. This one right here, you better believe I'm eating this one like for snack later. It's real good. Ian, I'm going to hand you that and that. You can wipe the peanut butter off. My guy got peanut butter all over that. Thank you. So, that was fun. We take two things and we put them together and we say, nevertheless, these things kind of work. And you saw that two things that are on their own can sometimes work together. And that's our theme this week. Our theme is nevertheless. Nevertheless. And maybe for you today, you would hear nevertheless, and you go, I don't really understand what that means. Here's where we're going with it. We're going with this, that we don't deserve God's grace. Nevertheless, Jesus is for us. We don't deserve who Jesus is. Nevertheless, Jesus died for us. In fact, in Romans chapter 3, verse 23, it says this, for all have sinned and all fall short of the glory of God. You know who all is? All is all of us. For all, you and I, we've all sinned. We all fall short of the glory of God. Every single one of us has messed up. Every single one of us has screwed up. Every single one of us has sinned. What sin is what separates us from God. All of us have sinned. That's the bad news. The bad news is that all of us have sinned. But the good news is our verse this week. The good news is Galatians chapter 2, verse 20, when it says this. It says, I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live. Nevertheless, Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Everybody say for. For. Jesus is for you. See, on that banner, I don't know if for is marked a lot, but my hope for you tonight is that you would hear that Jesus is for you. He's for you. He's for me. That in light of our sin, in light of what separates us from God, he is for you. When I was in elementary school, there was a girl that I really, really liked. And I did something that maybe you did when you were in elementary school, or maybe you still do it. I got out a piece of paper. If you don't know what that is, you can see it in a museum. But I got out a piece of paper and a pen. And I wrote down these words. Do you like me? Yes or no? And I put little check mark boxes there. And I folded that piece of paper up and I gave it to her. And guys, I waited and I waited and I waited to get that piece of paper back. And you'll never believe it. When I got that piece of paper back, do you know what it had check marked? No. Wow. I thought I had more, like you had, it said no. It absolutely said no. But it's one of those things where when you do, like, you're putting yourself out there. Hear me say this. Jesus has already said, I'm for you. He's already said it. He came and he lived and he died on the cross for you. Make no mistake about it. Because I would imagine that many of you come into this place and you wonder, how does God feel about me? You know how God feels about you? He loves you with an unconditional love. It doesn't matter where you've been, doesn't matter what you've done, doesn't matter what you've said. None of that matters. He loves you unconditionally. He is for you. And some of you have walked into this place tonight and you've just wondered, God, are you for me? And let me say a resounding check mark, yes, he is for you. We're undeserving. Nevertheless, Jesus is for us. Did you catch the last part of that verse? It says, who loved me and gave himself for me. In fact, in Romans chapter 5, it helps us understand a little bit more. Romans chapter 5, verse 6 through 8, it says these words. You see, at just the right time, when we were still powerless, Christ died for the ungodly. That's you and me. He died for the ungodly. Very rarely will anyone die for a righteous person, though for a good person, someone might possibly dare to die. But God demonstrates his own love for us, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. He is for you. He is for me. And so at the onset of this week, the hopeful, the curious, the skeptical, my hope is that you'll understand that tonight, that he's for you. Doesn't matter where you've been, doesn't matter what you've done, doesn't matter that we are sinners. Christ died for you. He died for me. And maybe that's all you need to hear this week, is that in light of who you are, God is greater and he's for you. I serve as a pastor to a professional indoor football team. It's one of the things I do on the side of my job. And each week I gather some members of the team together for a Bible study. It's voluntary. They can come if they want. They don't have to come. In fact, I've got a picture of my guys. This is my Tuesday Bible study. I'm the one in the glasses. It's a joke, okay? And they would joke that way too, so in case you're curious. But this is my Tuesday Bible study. And I absolutely love these guys. Now there's one guy, and I'm not going to point out which guy it is because I don't need you to know. There's one guy that comes to my Bible study on Tuesdays at 2, and the very first time he came to Bible study, he did one of these, skeptical. And his words to me were, Pastor, listen, I'm here to prove you wrong. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to learn from you. I'm not here to grow. I'm not here to find out about Jesus. That's not who I am. I'm here to prove you wrong about everything you're going to tell these other guys, because these guys are my teammates. These guys are my brothers. These guys are my guys, and they don't need to hear all this stuff. And I said, okay, I'm glad you're here. During the first Bible study we had, I just kind of leaned into him, and I asked him some questions, because I wanted to understand where he came from and why he would be so adamantly against anything. He went on to share with me and the group about his childhood. And guys, I can't tell you the things that he shared with me about his childhood because it's awful. Anything you can imagine, he experienced it as a kid. And it absolutely broke my heart. And at the end of that first Bible study, I asked him, I said, hey, can I get your number? And he's like, I don't know why you want my number. I'm adamantly against everything you're talking about. Why do you want my number? And I was like, because I just want to be able to text you and call you and see how you're doing. He's like, that seems so weird to me. And I said, I know. Can I do it though? Well, I took his number down. The next day, I just shot him a text. Said, hey man, thinking about you. Didn't really say anything in it. Just, hey, thinking about you. Hope your day is going well. You know what he did? He shot me back a long text. You know what it said? It said, man, I don't understand you, and I don't understand what you believe, and I don't really get all of that, but here's what's going on back home. And he proceeds to tell me about his sister who was suicidal, his mom who was dying of cancer, and one of his best friends who'd just been shot in a drive-by. And I said, hey, can we meet up? He shot back as fast as I sent him, can we meet up? Yes. Where do you want to meet? And I went and sat with him for a few hours, and he just cried. Big dude. And I just cried with him. After a few weeks of going to Bible study with this guy who the first time came in and did one of these, was the first one to show up, bring his Bible, and tell us what we should be studying a few weeks later. This guy had made such a transformation from here to here in just a few weeks, all because he got to experience who Jesus was. I didn't do anything. Who Jesus was in his life. Here's my hope for you this week. The hopeful would lean in. As we talk about spiritual formation society, as we talk about evening prayer, as we talk about convos and some of the other things we're going to do, lean into all of that. See what God's going to do in you and through you and for you this week. For the curious, same thing. Lean in. What's God got for you? But for the skeptical, what do you got to lose? What do you got to lose this week? You got nothing to lose this week. Everything to gain. Would you be a person who would go from here to here this week? Would you do that? Would you be a person like my friend who says, you know what, I don't really get all this, I don't understand it all, but I'm at least willing to listen? Because here's the truth. Whether you believe it or not, Jesus is for you. Jesus is for you. Here's what I want to do as we close tonight. I want you to take just the next minute or so. If Jesus is for you, what does that mean for you? Maybe you've already decided Jesus is for me and you get all that and you're fine. But let's be real tonight. If Jesus is for you, what does that mean for you? Maybe he wants to call you out of some darkness, out of an addiction, out of some sin, out of some shame. Maybe he wants to speak to you right now. If Jesus is for you, what changes in your life? If you really believe that, what changes for you? Maybe your language changes. Maybe the things that you watch change. Maybe how you go about your day changes. If Jesus is for you, what changes in your life? Why don't you take just the next few moments, just in quiet, and ask yourself the question, is Jesus for me? And if he is, what does he have for me this week? What does he have for you this week? Not your friends, not your leader, not anybody else. What does he have for you this week? I want you to try it. Hopeful, curious, skeptical. Just try it. What do you have for me this week? Take the next few moments and spend time with Jesus.